Hello and welcome to Europa Universalis 4, and I'm going to put a disclaimer right now. This is the restart of a series. However, 1.7 just rolled around. I just picked up Res Publica, and so we are going to be starting off again with Friesland. So we are going to start off with Friesland. It's the only republic that we have around here. It's still a republic now. So I think it's actually really the only republic that is in the Antwerp trade node. I really want to start over here. And we're going to be starting this again. I'm going to continue to have that name over there. I'm going to have that one over there. But this one will be, well, let's play Friesland 2. There. As a disclaimer, I am going to cover a little bit of the changes that they made on this patch, and particularly in Res Publica as well. So bear with me, as this episode probably won't have a whole lot of stuff happening. So first things that they did, they switched the +3 that you have. Now you can have one +4 and the other will +5 rather, and the others will be subtracted there, right there. So for instance, if you want to say that you are going to unlock, or that you have, we'll cover ideas soon, but you have for instance innovative to fill, and you really do need admin points, so you put the focus over here, you get +2, so instead of the 3 base that you see there, you'll have 5 due to national focus, more whatever your ruler currently has. By the same token, diplomacy and military. However, if you do this, there will be subtracted 1 point out of each. So for instance, over here we'll have 8, over here 5, over here 5. So it's a nice change. There are a couple of new Diplo things that you can do, and apparently, yeah, I have the beta UI mod enabled, so probably have to switch that up. Now you can actually offer vassalizations as a republic. No longer you need to be a noble republic, because now you don't need to have the royal marriage to actually get the vassalization. They removed it. However, the vassalization of merchant republics, and I'm not sure, but I think bishoprics is, or archbishoprics, is a little bit harder. So keep that in mind. Another thing, oh right, in republic production efficiency, -5 years of nationalism. This is awesome, and culture conversion cost -10%. They switched this right now. The Merchant Republic, now you actually need to unlock a couple of things right here to switch over to it. Merchant Republic, which will give merchant +1, merchant steering towards inland +20, and you can build trade posts as a Merchant Republic. Now, trade, a couple of changes here. No, I don't think so. In manpower right now, and let me actually see if I can see where it is. This is morale combat with. I have no idea where it is. It might be a passive thing. The manpower is now going to be increased by military technology instead of goods produced. So they effectively reduced a little bit the huge French army. Right now they should have the same thing, but we should see a little drop in the manpower. Right, so they have pretty much, they can recruit their entire army still, but it's more balanced now. France won't explode at the beginning so much. Couple of other changes. Ideas. A lot of good things. And actually we have German ideas, which is not that bad, but yeah. Okay, naval no longer is in the diplomatic group. They moved it to military. Now they added maritime ideas to be a little bit more diplomatic focus. So right here, Navy tradition, you still have combat ability, but only the light ships. Ship repair +20, force limits +25, ship cost -10, maneuver, and blockade. And finally, you can repair ships in coastal sea zones. So this is pretty much the same thing. Over here, the naval ideas. This is pretty much the naval, with the exception of galley compatibility, heavy ship compatibility, these modifiers as well. There's a lot of good stuff there. Now, one that I'm really excited for is these, well, two of them, influence and humanist ideas. So let's start with influence. We'll start off in the diplomatic. So income from vassals, plus 25%. That's Don't fabricate claims. This was changed from the I think it was espionage or diplomatic. I think it was diplomatic. The diplomatic annexation cost. This is going to be huge. If you are a conquering nation, you must have the influence ideas, because this way, if you have influence and admin, we'll go there in a bit, you can balance if you are actually spending diplo points or if you are spending admin points to integrate a country. If you full annex, you need admin to core. If you diplo vassalize, you need diplo to integrate them. So this diplomatic annexation cost minus 25% is going to be really, really good. Aggressive expansion impact. Everything that reduces your aggressive expansion is awesome. Diplomatic reputation, this will come in handy. Envoy travel time and imperial authority. If you are going for the HRE, this is also going to be a good one to have. Subject force limit contribution. This will boost your vassals' max force limit, so that's good. Actually, no. Hang on, I read that wrong. I read it poorly. So for instance, you have a vassal. I don't have one, so I can show you. But if you have a vassal, that vassal will count towards your force limit. It would be below from provinces. You would have from vassals a set number. So with this, you'll have plus 33%. So if you have 3, you have 1 more, basically. Well, roughly. And diplomatic relations plus 1. Now, humanist, this is also a great one to have. Religious unity, revolt risk minus 2, tolerance of heretics, years of nationalism. This is brutal. You have, I think it's 15 years of nationalism right now. If you have admin republic and humanist, you don't have nationalism, period. Because years of nationalism minus 10. There. How about that? Then accept cultural threshold. So if I think the cultural to accept the culture, I think you need to have about 10%, no, 20% of the tax needs to come from that culture. Then you will accept. So 20%, and then to maintain you need you need 20% to start, and then you need to keep it at least 10% to maintain it. So this effectively reduces this to 10, minus 50%, if I'm doing my math right, which I think I am. Better relations over time no longer is in religious ideas, so in benevolence. This is why this one combined with these two are really, really powerful. And then tolerance of heathens, meh. Finally, you have idea cost minus 10, which is really, really good. So if you go for this earlier on, this is going to be awesome. And if you convert to Protestant, you'll have a 20% discount in ideas, I think, because I actually forgot how much is the bonus to the to that religion. Then you have a couple of other things: stability cost modifier, acceptable threshold minus 10%. I'm not going to cover all of that. We'll get to it later on in the game. Now, remember when in aristocratic you had, I can't show you, but at the end you would have minus 10% military tech reduction. Well, in plutocratic you have minus 5, but now diplomatic actually gives diplomatic tech cost minus 10, and admin gives admin tech cost minus 10. So if you are going for plutocratic, innovative and admin, it's a flat reduction of 20% without any other modifiers. It's a reduction of 20% in technology for admin. By the same token, 20% if you go for these, in diplomatic if you go for diplomatic ideas as well. Now, quantity is also good. Right now I'm really tempted to go for quantity because of this. Build power cost minus 20%. This means that a building will no longer cost 10, but will cost 8 monarch points, which is really good, especially towards the end. it's going to be really useful. So over here I think it's pretty much standard. I'm not going to cover the rest of the ideas. There are a couple of changes, but we'll go at that at a later date. For instance, quantity is regiment's cost in force service. Now force limits plus 50. I don't think they actually give manpower now. No, they go. Yeah, they do. Levy and mass. Okay, so there you go. So a nice little change. Of course, policies are still in here. Over here, I don't think they changed a whole lot, rather anything. Yeah, the cardinal game is still the same. Over here, it's pretty much the same, and we don't have subjects. So I guess this will wrap it up for the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a little coverage of the ideas that they changed and a couple of other things, especially around here. We'll tango with the 15-year truces at a later date. Yes, now the truces, if you take 100% war score, will be 15 years, so they are no longer static, they are more dynamic, which I'll keep my opinion for myself in this one, because I haven't actually played a whole lot with this patch, and there are ways around it, so there are definitely ways around it, so I'm not really concerned about it. So yeah, and you can always break truces. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, put a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the next one. So thank you guys so much again, and until next time, do take care and goodbye.